What's up, world? This is Lamar Wamble coming to you again live, but I'm not at school this time. I'm actually live at the Future Project office, which, you know what? The Future Project office is pretty dope, and they have this new, like, Thundercats-esque symbol here that's, like, mad lit up, and so, like, you walk in the Future Project office, you're like, bam! Dreams and passion and inspiration. You feel really good about your life. So anyways, I just want to welcome you to episode 29 of what I learned about student motivation today. And so I just want to be really brief because I don't want to expand this episode into like 6 or 7 minutes. I want to try to keep it under 3. So I want to share 2 things for you today that can help you have a better understanding of like what you can do to motivate your students. So one's for students and one is for people that teach or educate students. So the first is this, is that I've worked with students for the last 7 years. In high school specifically, the last 3.5 years. And what I can tell you is that every kid is different. And every kid is motivated in a different way. And what I've learned is that I don't really know anything about student motivation because you're always just trying things to see what works for individual students and individual groups of students. So one thing that I do know though, that does work, and it's just 3 simple things that you can do to make sure that you are consistently trying your best to inspire and motivate the hell out of your kids. These 3 things. This is what I know. If I know anything about motivating kids, these are the 3 things that I think run consistently across the board that all adults, all professionals, all educators need to do in order to motivate kids. So 1, you need to get their trust, right? So keep your word to them and make sure that they keep their word to you. That's 1. 2, be consistent, all right? What I mean by that is be somebody who is there, who's reliable for them, right? So when you're reliable and they trust that you're gonna be there and that you keep your word to what they ask you to do and vice versa, you're building more trust, but also you're proving to them that you're there for the long haul. You're not just there for a short amount of time or interested in supporting them for a short amount of time. The last thing is, and this is like one of my favorite things that I'm really trying it this year, is like you gotta gas your students up. Like you gotta gas them up. And what I mean by that is like, literally you need to be like walking by them and be like, yo, I need you today. Like you need to like really gas them up saying like, you're the greatest, you're the best, I really need you, I don't know how this team will function without you, and really be in their ear about how great they really are, because when you do that, it really makes them feel like they have the ability to like change the world. And when there's somebody that can believe in them consistently and is consistently gassing them up, but also holding them accountable, it's a good balance between them learning and you actually gassing them up, maybe greater than they might be, but they start to believe that they have this ability that might be greater than what they want, and that's what we want. So they can know that their future doesn't necessarily have to be what it is or what was given to them, but they can create the future that they want to see for themselves. So if I had to put those 3 things again, be consistent, earn their trust, gas them up, right? The other thing about that I wanted to say is, and this is for educators, you may not always see the fruits of your labor right away. And I think a lot of people know that. But I got a text this morning from a student that I've been working with last year, and she was trying to start a STEP team. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a major thing, but she really started the STEP team from the ground up. She started it from the bottom by herself, and she spent a whole year trying to recruit girls and guys onto the team. It was very inconsistent. There wasn't a lot of support. Nobody really showed up to the meetings. She sent me a text message this morning and said that she really wanted to thank me and was so grateful for the work that we did last year to prepare her to be able to create the STEP team this year. So she went from 5 girls that were consistent to now 15 girls that are consistent. They've got t-shirts and they're gonna be performing at all the home basketball games at my old school this year. And so for me, like I saw that and I was like, this is why we do the work, is that it doesn't matter what happened last year, how inconsistent it was, she learned from those inconsistencies and she took the skills that she learned from last year and applied them to this year, and now she's flourishing. She has a STEP team that she created, that she put together, and that she supported from the ground up. And so just know that the fruits of your labor may show up a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, but know that what you're doing is having impact on kids' lives. It just may not always show up tomorrow. So that's all I got for y'all today. I got to bounce from the Future Project office live with my beautiful lit sign right here. Lamar Wamble, don't forget, every Friday at noon. I mean, I'm actually thinking about like stopping, like not committing to noon anymore because I've been dropping the ball there. But we'll see. We will see. But anyways, episode 29, that's a wrap. I love y'all. every Friday at noon. Come holler at me. If not, at some point Friday there will be a video. But we out. Beep.